Hey, what's up to my favorite people? August is Black Business Month, and we are celebrating in a super special way with a special edition of the Kickback, all brought to you by Hennessy, okay? Shout out to Hennessy. Never settle, never settle, never let. Okay, look, and I have one of my really good friends, Miss Kristi Andrews from Manna Juice Bar, out here in Dallas and Mansfield to be exact. Hey, Kristi
Hey,
girl.
what's up, Jazzi? What's up? What's up? What's up?
We're going to cue the applause here.
Okay,
Hey,
okay.
girl.
What's
All
up?
right, so you are the owner of Manna Juice Bar. I have had Manna Juice myself, so I can definitely testify for the goodness of Manna Juice, not just the flavor, but even just what it does to the body and how it made me feel. I was like, my energy is already on 10. Girl, you had me feeling like I was on speed after drinking Manna Juice. Um, but talk to me about, the origins of the name and what got you started to say, I want to open up a juice bar.
Yeah, when we moved out here, we're originally from New Orleans, and we thought it would be a good idea to start transitioning into a healthier lifestyle, new
Mhm.
place, you know. And we started juicing and incorporating that into our lifestyle. We fell in love with the cold pressed juice model because it tasted better, it lasted a lot longer, also, which is what we do at Manna. And
Mm,
we just kind of got tired of driving to like Dallas and Fort Worth for juice. There was no like juice bars in the suburbs, at least in our suburb for sure.
right.
And we felt like there will eventually be a juice bar on every corner, just the world's kind of trending towards health.
Yeah.
So why not figure out how to open up that business? And so we collaborated with the food scientists, got some recipes together, and it was a journey. And so we named it Manna because it kind of reflected the same journey, like from the Bible when the Israelites were going from like Egypt to the promised land. That's
Yeah.
kind of what we were doing when we were building this. And then also like manna is kind of signifies like the first foods, one of the original foods, something
Yeah.
that's just come down from heaven, meant to feed your body, the most nutritious thing. And so we kind of wanted to link it to that also.
I know that's right. First, it's the message behind the business for me. But you know what I'm saying? It's still about the money though. So what made you
Yeah.
realize that you could like make money off of this, especially as a black woman? Because it ain't really, too many of us are here in juice game. So
Right. Well, we kind of looked at a few business models first. Just looking at the cold pressed business juice model, the way that it was set up, just looking at how it is logistically set up, it's like,
yeah.
well, you can make a lot of money doing this. I started juicing first and buying juice first. And so I would bring some home to my husband. He'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
this is good. This is good. And I'd be like, oh, yeah, well, it was $10. And he's like, what? Like
Yeah. And
people
I was
pay
gonna
$10
say
for juice?
the fruits and stuff alone, like fruit ain't cheap, you
Fruit
know.
is not cheap.
Especially if you
Beverages,
want some good
produce.
fruit. Yeah.
Yeah, organic fruit is not cheap.
Right.
So there's a price point to it, but the margins were really good too. And we just felt like if we could get a lot of people on board to try it, they would love it and come back. And our return customers would be what would profit us the best.
Yeah, I sent my mom out there and she's like obsessed and she lives in Arlington, so it's not too far of a drive from her. But she's like obsessed and she took some to her office. She just moved into a new office building. So everybody at her job is like, what's the place that you're going to again? And she's like, Manna Juice. Y'all gonna have to drive from Addison. They're like, we'll drive. I'm like, I know that's right. Get your
Yes, we
little
also
office out
deliver too, so
there. Okay.
that works too.
I have to let her
Yes.
know. But for people that are watching, what would you say is like one of the biggest misconceptions about starting your own business? Oftentimes we'll hear people like, well, starting my business, and people make it look like it happened, really fast. But like, what would you say is like one major misconception you don't want people to get confused about?
I when we started our business, I was in corporate America for a very long time. And so I felt like I
Mm,
could do this because it would be the same. Like, oh well, I can run somebody else's business, so I can run our business and it's synonymous. And it's not. Like it's a lot more work. It's a lot more behind the scenes. You don't realize how much support you have in a job or employment setting versus what you actually have on your own.
right.
It takes all of this, you don't really know how much it's going to take out of you, not just financially, but energy, emotionally, till you really get into it.
Yeah.
And you're the first and the last, and it stops with you. And no matter how many people you do hire, no one's going to care about your business like you care about
Versus
your
you,
business.
girl. Ain't that the
And
truth?
yeah, and so take your hands off it, you never can completely take your hands off it, because you got to make sure you're watching and making sure that it's a reflective of what you would put out. I tell my employees all the time, if
Absolutely.
something's wrong, call. Like,
Right.
I don't care if I'm on an island. I don't care if I'm not here. Like, pick up the phone and call. As long as y'all are open, I am open, and I need to know
Right.
about what's going on. So
Definitely.
I didn't think it was going to take all that. You see people running the business and they're just, making it seem like it's so easy, or they can do it just from their phone. And it's like, bro, it takes so much more than that.
Right. And I'm glad that you said that. People love thinking that you can just get on Instagram and open up a business and think that it's gonna be popping. So I'm glad that you said that. But I mean, look at you now, okay, thriving, okay, got some of the biggest names represent Manna Juice, period. So what would you say now is, like one of your biggest challenges, now that you like, okay, I've got my foundation and like I'm doing it now. What would you say is like one of those challenges that you face just as far as like every day, just as far as like getting into routine?
Um, I think the growth, keeping up with the growth of it and making
Growing
sure that the
pains.
product stays consistent. I was telling somebody the other day, I know a guy, he opened up a coffee shop. I'm like, bro, your business is like a living, breathing child. Like,
Yeah.
at first it's an infant, and that has its own set of problems, and then it's a toddler, so you're out the infant phase, but now you have a whole new set of problems. This child
Yeah.
is walking and talking and like trying to put his finger in the outlets. Like, wait, like, I'm glad you're growing, but we gotta
Right.
still keep you alive and fed and things like that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the phase that we're at. We have like a growing, thriving business, and trying to make sure the product is consistent, trying to make sure the branding is consistent, and that it reflects the energy that we're putting into it, the service as well.
It does. My first time walking into Manna Juice instantly was, oh, this is cute. Like instantly. That's what I first thought. And then like everybody was like smiling and happy. And it just felt really like light. It felt very light.
Yeah.
I felt
We
very
try to
like,
keep a good vibe. Like, and that's something my husband always makes sure we set, because I've always been very corporate. So I'm very much like, okay, we have to do this, we have to do that. We need to make sure everything is done and operating a certain way. And he's like, yes,
yeah,
we do, but it's gotta feel cool too. Like, it's gotta
right.
have a good vibe. It has to have a good energy. It has to feel very light, like what you're saying, in order for people to feel comfortable in there.
Totally. Now, we sponsored by Hennessy, but I gotta ask, what is your personal favorite Manna Juice and what is like the crowd favorite? And then I'm gonna tell you which one was mine.
Okay, so my favorite right now is, I fluctuate because we drink this all day. We've been drinking this for
Yeah.
3 years, so my favorites change. So right now, my favorite is Napa. I'm drinking it off screen as we speak.
Okay.
It's red cabbage, grape, lemon, and apple, and it tastes like a very sweet wine, sans
Mm,
alcohol.
yeah.
It's really, really good. And but the crowd favorite still is, always has been, Good Morning Tex. It's like our sweet green. It's pineapple, orange, cucumber, and kale, I believe. So it hits the sweet, it still
Right.
hits the green for people, and everybody loves it. It flies off the shelf.
Oddly, my favorite is the chlorophyll water.
Really? That
It's
is
so
odd.
I know it's so random. Like I got a whole menu full of flavor, and that's what you want to drink. I don't know. I
Well, a
think
lot of
maybe
people have been buying chlorophyll water lately, so maybe you're not alone in that aspect of it. Just in terms of a taste, though, it's like, it tastes like water with like little chlorophyll mints in it. So it's
I
like
think because I'm
extra
a plant
flavor.
girl, I'm like chlorophyll.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's
Never mind. You're right.
I'm sorry. Like, yeah, don't mind me, Kristi. Okay, look. How important do you think social media is, when it comes to your business? I know that often, especially with juices, you probably rely on like maybe more word of mouth or maybe not.
No, we do heavy social media. But because of the word of mouth, right? So social media kind of is like a technologically advanced word of mouth, I guess, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. So people see what we're doing, it looks cool. People see, oh, we have the smoothie bowls, oh, we have the juice. Then that makes them want to come in and try it. And
Yeah.
we are a try forward place. Like, if you come in Manna, any juice you want to taste, you can taste it. And it's because we know once you taste it, that's it. It's a
I
wrap.
still gotta
Like,
come and try the acai bowls. I said it correctly, right?
yeah, I had one for
I
lunch
completely
today. It was super good. But people
it's
like
looking good.
they when they're in the store, they're doing the advertising for us too, if that makes sense. So you have a
Right.
beautiful acai bowl.
Literally.
People are taking pictures of it. They're putting it on Instagram. They have to have
Mm-hmm.
we have to have a presence on Instagram or Facebook for them to be able to link to it. And then that
Right.
kind of creates a buzz on its own and a word of mouth. Oh, where'd you get that from? Oh my God, that's so cute. Oh, I got it from Manna. Now they're
Right.
coming. And you may not come every single day, but now it's in your rotation of places to visit.
I absolutely agree. Okay, so look, outside of, you know what I'm saying, booming on social media and booming in the streets, and making money, right? Revenue and profit. How else would you say you like actually measure your success, or have you measured your success so far?
Yeah, we were talking about this the other day. I asked my husband too. I'm like, so, we're doing this. We have plans, for growth and things like that. Like, what does success look like for us? And for us, I think it's just like the freedom. When we first opened this, or even when I was working, there was no take a vacation. There was no take a break.
Right.
And now we find ourselves being able to step away. And then on like random days, like, oh, let's take the kids to the water park. We go on Wednesday and Thursday. And then we're gone. And then we can go and get refreshed and then come back and
No, no,
dedicate
that's
that
right.
time to our business. Like, that's success for me. So no one gets burned out or no one resents the business because it's a blessing, you know? So that to me is like how we're measuring how successful we are. How much freedom do we have to be able to keep pouring into ourselves?
All right. That is so cool. And I mean, just taking all of it and having somebody to support you. Like what is a piece of advice that you feel like you would give yourself whenever you were like, I think I kind of want to like Google cold pressed juices or like,
Um, Man, just do it. Just do it. Just don't be discouraged. Don't be worried. Like,
would you
it's a
listen to
great
yourself if
idea.
you told yourself just do it?
No,
That's what I'm
no, I
saying.
wouldn't. I wouldn't. But that is what it takes. It was a really, really good idea. We always thought it was a good idea, and we kicked it around for a while before we bit the bullet and did it. And it was just because it was so pressing. Like, I couldn't sleep thinking about it. Like,
Right.
I would feel like I'm gonna wake up one day in a few months and somebody's gonna be doing this in Mansfield, and they're gonna benefit from it, not because it's better than what we could do, but just because they're first. And
Right.
I didn't want to have to live with that. And so just to do it, like, me personally as a person, I could take a loss. You know,
Right.
I try something, it doesn't work out. I'm resilient enough to take that loss. My husband, our family is resilient enough to be able to rebuild and pack it up and move on. But
Yeah.
man, I can't miss out on not knowing. Like, I can't take that.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you on that too. I think a lot of, you know what they say, you miss all the shots you don't take. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like you miss all the shots you don't take. So, speaking out to like, other black women out there that have been sitting on their $1 million idea for the past 6 months or for the past 6 years, what would you tell that black woman right now? Like, girl,
I mean, you have to be willing to put the time, energy, and effort and invest in yourself. You can't go wrong when you're investing in you, and you can't expect other people to invest in you what you want. And that's
right,
not just money, like, that's time, that's work, that's energy. Like, a lot of people have employees and they walk in and they just expect them to just do everything, and they walk in, look around, and just walk out. Like, no, like, show them why you're passionate about this. Invest, clean, do the things that you need to do, so that what they're doing is just mimicking the standard that you set for yourself. You got to take the time and invest in yourself. And if you the type of person you are, it's going to pay off.
right. You gotta stay true to yourself. Come on, Reverend Kristi Andrew, what a word. Okay, you gonna come and get some Manna Juice and get that man a word. Do you hear me? Stop on by, go check her out. Give everybody your Instagram and stuff so they can come and stalk you on social media and pull up and put it in order.
Yeah, so we're at Manna Juice Bar. Our website is www.drinkmannajuice.com. We have an app too. You can download the app,
What the
and
app? It's on
yeah,
iOS
it's
and
on iOS and
for my
Google
friends that
Play.
don't have Google Play.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Google something. Android Play is on that. You can
And is it
download
just
that and
Manna
get
Juice, the app?
Manna Juice Bar app. Yeah, it's just
That's
you type in
dope.
Manna Juice Bar, you can download it, and then you can get like coupons and like push notifications and things like that about what we're
Okay.
doing. So
We
we
love
try
notifications.
to reach everybody and kind of have a presence on. I think we're on TikTok now too. So
Okay.
yeah, but that's new. So
On everything.
we on everything. I need some of the kids to kind of keep us abreast on how to do this TikTok thing, but we are there.
Cool. Well, you know what? Congratulations. I'm gonna go get me some more Manna Juice. I can make some more videos because they went crazy on my videos. They were like, really?
They did.
I didn't go trust. I'm like, y'all don't know nothing about the juice gang. Y'all don't know. But like I didn't just get put on. Y'all don't know about the juice gang. But thank you so
You
much, girl.
won.
Love and light to you and Manna Juice Bar. I'm proud of you, my
Thank
sister. For
you.
hard work. I'm finna get off work and I ain't even drink no Manna Juice. I'm finna make me a little Hennessy thing, but I'm gonna come give me some Manna Juice this weekend because I'm gonna need that to
It's
flip
about
me
the
back up.
balance. It's about the balance. You good.
Exactly about the balance.
Mhm.
Talk to you later, girl.
Bye.
Bye. All right, that was Kristi Andrew from Manna Juice. And now I'm about to go home. I'm getting off work. About to go make me a Hennessy VS Mule.